Okay, so we are drafting. We will take March of the Multitudes because we really didn't even get a chance to look at the rest of that pack, which we probably should have, but honestly, who cares? This card is insane. That is our first pick. There's no two ways about it. I kind of like the Skyline Scout, although instant speed removal is probably better. Let's go ahead and take that. And the fact that it hits things with toughness 4 or greater, I'm a big fan of. Crawl Harpooner is definitely the pick here. It was either that or the Kitty Cat, and we would rather have that. So, between Righteous Blow or the Shield Mate, which I think are the best two picks here for us, we're going to take the Shield Mate. We really just want to try to get our curve workout initially so that we can march for a huge amount. Don't know how much I like that unicorn. Restorer is really good. There's also a hawk. Is that what we want to do though? Or do we actually want the restorer? I think we might pick one of those up later. Join Shields is also good. Let's actually go ahead and take that. Here, Righteous Blow or Okapi. I think we'll take the Blow just to help deal with some of the smaller creatures we might have a problem with. I think Sworn Companions is good for us here. Between Join Shields and March, that's pretty much where we want to be at. Late game, I'd probably rather have the Pack Beast just because it's going to let us get in some fair damage. So another Shield Mate is good. There is a Demotion, but I don't like that so much, especially not in these really wide, low to the ground decks. We'll take a Scout here. Generous Stray is solid. There is another Righteous Blow. We're happy taking that. Here we'll grab the Hawk for sure. Okapi is fine. And another Shield Mate. Wow, this is turning out pretty well for us. Okay, so yeah, Flight is insane. There is an Etrada, but we're not trying to value draft here because value drafting doesn't exist on Magic Arena, so we'll go ahead and just take that. Parhelion Patrol is also really good for us. There's a Hunted Witness. I feel like we can probably see one of those later on, so we'll take the Patrol. Try to fill out our curve a bit. Blade Instructor does the same. Citywide Bust. I mean, that's a hell of a card. What do we have with toughness 4 or greater? Not a whole lot, and there is sideboarding in this format. So we'll go ahead and take that. Sprouting Renewal seems fine. Wood Shaper. Oh yeah, well, I don't think Wood Shaper's where we want to be here. Maybe we want the Prey Upon, but I don't think that's right. I think we do actually want this renewal. 2/2 with Vigilance for 3 isn't great. We'll take another Harpooner here. But going back to this real quick, a 2/2 with Vigilance for 3 is not great, but I'm not going to say that it's super bad. What's up, Cody? But having a modal spell main deck that also deals with artifacts and enchantments is something that I am a huge fan of. Oh wow, okay, another Harpooner, sure. We can just get in all the fucking beats here. We'll go ahead and take a Guild Gate, just in case we see something that we want to splash for later on. Here we'll grab a Prey Upon, why not? Conclave Guildmage seems great. There's also the Witness again, but I think this is just better. And giving all of our dudes Trample for effectively 1 mana is just nuts. Utopia's good, ramps us out, draws us a card. I think we'll take the Canopy here. Yeah, pause for reflections, a card. So we already have 1 Okapi. There's also a Ceratok. I think we'd rather keep our curve as low as possible. Oh wow, Cavalier. Okay. Yeah, we want our curve to be lower just because we do have these big spells in the March, the Flight, and Join Shields is really good when you can cast it into a wide board. I'm gonna say the Cavalier is better here than the Luminous Bonds would be for us. So we'll take that. That's insane. There's also a Peacemaker, though. Yeah, we'll just take this. Another Parhelion Patrol seems good. So does a Guildgate, though. I think we actually just gank this Guildgate here and try to just clean up our mana a little bit. So there's another Guild Mage, there's another Shield Mate, there's an Inspiring Unicorn, which I fucking love unicorns, guys. It's like my absolute favorite animal ever. There's also a Loxodon Restorer. All of these are solid. We can ramp this thing out really quickly. Let's go ahead and take one of those. Should be super solid for us in the sideboard. There's a Marshal, which I thought I would like more than I do. So we'll take another Guildgate instead of it, and if it comes back around to us, awesome. Peacemaker or Patrol? I think we take the Peacemaker, actually. These type of decks, we care so much more about just getting undercosted bodies down, clogging the board, and making sure we can get through to the late game if we have to, than we do our opponent gaining a bunch of life. Here, let's take the Centaur. That's just another example of cheap things coming down too soon. We'll grab a Guardian. We're just kind of convoking out almost everything our deck does. I think we'd rather have the Skyline Scout than we would the 10th District Guard, just because that ability is always going to be relevant. Now, Hitchclaw Recluse or Centaur Peacemaker. I think we take the Peacemaker here just because we have 3 Harpooners and we are going to be playing every single fucking one of these cards main deck. We also have a couple of flyers of our own. We also have a Crushing Canopy. Another Hawk is probably fine. Here we will take the Unicorn. And we'll grab a Marshal and another Hawk. Increase your vault progress. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at this real quick. Do. Sorry about that. Gotta respond to this real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a deck. Let's start with the 2-drops. We want every single one of those. Guild Mage. Let's go ahead and grab the things that are our bombs, and we'll also grab our gates. March, Flight, Restore, Centaur, Shields. All of these things. And now let's grab some removal. We'll take the bust. I'm not really sure that we're going to use it, but we will take it. We'll also grab these things. We'll take the stray because we are a bit desperate for card draw. And what are we looking at now? Wow, are we... How are we at 38 cards already? Oh, wait. Okay, so this is our deck over here? Okay, yeah, so the deck, this is the first time I've drafted on here, sorry about that. So let's move all of this stuff to the sideboard, and let's start over. Alright, that makes so much more sense. So, we want all of those, we want the patrol, we want our big stuff, we want both of the guild gates. Do these have different art? Okay, they have different art, that's why it's a thing. We'll take a guild mage, I don't know if we want the Utopia or not. We'll take the Stray for sure. We'll grab the Prey Upon. Companions, Citywide Bust, Caller. Okay. So we want, from the looks of it, 2 more creatures, 1 more non-creature spell. Although that does ask us to have another non-creature spell we actually want to play. We do have the Righteous Blows. Maybe we want to drop the Prey Upon for one of those, just because we really don't have a bunch of big creatures. A 4-power creature is about as big as it's going to get for us as far as punching something in the face goes. So we can bring in, maybe Blade Instructor isn't what we want. Let's go ahead and drop that for now. So our 2-drop slot's really nicely filled out, it looks like, just with the 3 harpooners. We don't really want to count the Assure Assemble as a 2-drop. The Guild Mage absolutely is. So maybe we play a couple of Hawks and a Renewal. Yeah, this looks like it should be okay. Let's not main deck the Citywide Bust. We'll hold off on that, and instead let's go ahead and bring in I almost want to say a shield mate. We also have a Skyline Scout, though, as well as the intrusive Pack Beast. Really makes you think. So it's either a shield mate, a scout, or a pack beast. Our curve is pretty good. Yeah, that seems fine, especially considering we have so many things that do convoke on the top end. I'm going to say we'd probably just end up taking the shield mate. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll save the deck as is right there. Let me catch up on this chat, and we will be right back in just a minute.